Today, we talked to former Miami of Ohio star Wally Szczerbiak about the incredible Sweet 16 run that he had back in the 1999 NCAA tournament. All right, now pleased to welcome in none other than Wally Szczerbiak, the Cinderella hero of the 1999 NCAA tournament for Miami of Ohio. And Wally, that's 21 years ago. You still look good.
Thanks. I appreciate that. You know, I got a lot of rest through my NBA days. I made sure I got 10 hours of sleep and a 2-hour nap before games. So getting my rest has never been a problem. Enjoying retirement life, now working for CBS and MSG, you know, just to be involved in basketball has just been tremendous. And I'm enjoying the NCAA tournament, enjoying working with the Knicks. And, you know, it's been a good thing after basketball since I retired to keep active.
So let's go back, if we can, and I want to go back to that year, to the MAC tournament, which people probably don't realize. You guys did not win. You lost to Kent State in the finals, and I don't remember who was it. John Wharton that was kicking your butt in the tournament.
I forget who it was. I kind of forget that one. I try to remember the good times.
So you lose. Do you remember though? Sweating it out a little bit, and you guys were a 10 seed, but do you remember sweating it out a little bit, that there was maybe a small chance you might not get in?
Absolutely. I know we had the feeling like we thought we were in because we won at Notre Dame in the non-conference. We beat Tennessee, and our league was really good. The MAC back then had great players, Bonzi Wells, Earl Boykins. They had some really, really big-time teams and players. So, and we only had 2 losses in league. They were both on the road to Toledo and Bowling Green, which were still pretty good teams. It's funny because Jerry Palm, you know, I asked him, I was like, Jerry, how was our resume that year? He's like, you guys were locks. You know, you had nothing. I wish I would have known that back then, you know. But, yeah, that game was tough. I tweaked my knee in the quarterfinals of the MAC tournament. So I was kind of playing a little gimpy, and, you know, we lost that game. It was like 47-46, really low scoring. Kent State was a grinding defensive team. But then we had those few days off, which allowed me to kind of rest up my knee, kind of strengthen it up, and I was ready to go come the tournament. And I think we played Friday, Sunday, so I got that little extra day of rest, and that really helped my knee to kind of recuperate.
You remember what your first thoughts were when you saw you guys drew Washington in the 7-10 game?
I knew of Todd McCullough very well. I think we had played against each other previously. I played in the Goodwill Games team that won the gold medal that summer before. And I think Todd tried out. So I remember the name Todd McCullough. I remember that, you know, playing against him. But I didn't know Watts was as good as he was. Slick Watts' son was tremendous. He had a great game against us, and it was a low-scoring affair. I was just happy they didn't double-team me. Bob Bender wanted to play me straight up, so our coach just decided we're running plays for Wally all day long, and we're going to see if he can win us this game.
Yeah, how shocked were you? I mean, you had seen, I assume, doubles all year long. Your eyes must have lit up when they didn't double you.
Oh, it was a nightmare in conference. I mean, I had 2 guys after every screen I came off, 2 guys every time I touched the ball were coming at me. It was tough. And the MAC was a really defensive-minded conference back then. Now they've really picked up the tempo, and they love to play fast, which I like to watch, and love the way the teams are playing now. But in that first game, I remember the first couple possessions, I came off screens, and my buddies got me open, my teammates got me open, and I was, you know, just looking at the rim clear-headed. Knocked down my first couple shots, and I was like, wow, if they're going to continue to guard me like this, it could be a big day. I ended up shooting 33 times. I mean, I think I was 18 or 19 for 33, like 4 for 10 from 3. So I got a lot of good looks at the basket, and, you know, that's the most shot attempts I had by far my whole entire career. And coach just kind of said, hey, if they're not going to double them, we're just going to keep running the ball to get, you know, running the offense through Wally and let him go. And, you know, I was able to just pull it through. It was a tight game. It was a fun game, too.
43 points. Like you said, like you couldn't have picked a better time to have a career game, right? I mean, everybody's watching. You're just making shots all over the court. How did that performance change kind of your life in a way, didn't it?
I think so. You know, going into the NCAA tournament, I was projected fairly high. I think I had I was a first or second team All-American in most of the polls. And, that Goodwill Games summer performance when we won the gold medal, played with Elton Brand, Andre Miller, James Posey, all the big conference guys. That's when I kind of, got a lot of street cred. And, the NCAA tournament just, I think, solidified a lot of things for me. It kind of gave me that boost that kind of showed that I really belonged with the big names. And, that performance was great. It didn't feel any different for me than a lot of other games I played. It was just, we were playing the opponent. We were playing the way they were defending our team. And, I had some big games during the course of the season. It was just the fact that, like I said, I wasn't getting doubled. So I just got more volume attempts. I got more usage, so to speak. That's a new statistic that has come up. And coach just kind of used me a lot more than he had to, during the season because I was getting double teamed a lot.
So you only have a day after that, right? You got Utah, number 2 Utah, your boy Andre Miller in that game. Did you have a chance to kind of enjoy that performance? Did you realize how much you had kind of captivated the country or not really?
Not really. And we had a lot of work to do. And coach did a really good job of kind of refocusing us and saying, hey, guys, we got a job to do. We can beat Utah. Andre Miller was a little banged up. I think he had a wrist injury or a thumb injury. And we felt like we matched up well against them. So we got to work the next day. We prepared for them right away. We got down about 9 points with about 8 minutes to go in the first half. And I remember Jason Stewart, who was a great three-point shooter, came in off the bench, hit 3 straight threes. And those three straight threes got us back into the game. The game was tied. And then we kind of got our momentum. We felt like we belonged. And that's when we kind of took over the game and we kind of dominated the game the rest of the way and won comfortably against Utah. So, we were excited to not only win one, to win two, felt really good. But honestly, Jeff, as a team, we felt like we were capable of doing something like that. We had a lot of talent on our team. We had Mr. Basketball from Indiana, Damon Frierson. He was my same year. So we had a lot of success. We went to the tournament our sophomore years, lost to Clemson in the first round. And we had a lot of seniors that had really put in a lot of time and were ready to go. And thought could accomplish something pretty special. So we felt like we belonged. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're able to pull off both those wins.
Before we continue that interview, I have to let you guys know that it's that time of year again. We waited 2 years for this moment, and it's finally here. March's biggest tournament is back. Gonzaga is getting ready to run the table. Slippers are being fit as we speak. And our partners at DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook, are putting our listeners at the center of the action. How? If you bet $4 on an underdog in a select game this week, and that underdog wins, you win $256. That's right, $256. Here's how it works. Download the app now and use the promo code FIELD68 when you sign up. Scroll through the list of select underdogs, bet $4 on them to win, and cash $256 when they do. There's no better way for you to put your college hoops knowledge to use than to put your money where your mouth is with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's safe, it's secure, it's reliable, and you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. So remember, the code is FIELD68. That's FIELD68 to turn $4 into $256. For a limited time only, must be 21 years or older. Restrictions apply. Go to DraftKings.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Any good stories coming back to campus and having some fun or what?
It was just great walking into class. All the students were phenomenal. I wasn't partying much. I was just hanging out with my friends and my girlfriend at the time, and just trying to get my rest and prepare for Kentucky. It was all about preparation and trying to win some more. We felt like we had an opportunity. I think we did really well as a school, just to kind of filter a lot of the media requests too. I give our sports information director a lot of credit. I give our whole entire, front office and stuff like that. They did a great job and kind of just keeping us focused on basketball first and foremost and preparing for the Sweet 16.
Was there a story now looking back on it, Wally? Was there something that kind of now, you can look back and somebody who called you, something that happened maybe throughout the run or even after?
The big thing was after we won the first and second round games, I packed up my gym bag. It was a red gym bag, said 32 Szczerbiak on it. We put it on the plane, and for somehow, some way, my shoes got stolen on the way back to Canada. And they had more orthotics in there, which, you know, for anyone who wears orthotics are important. And you kind of hold them for your feet, you know, you hold them for your feet, you get comfortable with them. So I was like, oh boy. So I had to track down another size 15 Jordans at the time. That's what I was wearing at the time. We had to track them down. That wasn't easy. And I had to get a new pair of orthotics for the Sweet 16. Now, luckily, I found the pair of shoes and the orthotics were perfect. So there were no excuses, but it was like, oh boy. So that was just one little thing. But overall, it was just, you know, just the camaraderie with the guys. I remember, you know, we were such a close-knit team. We used to play Mario Kart all day after shoot around. We used to kind of play this one WWE wrestling game back at the time. 4 of us were kind of always playing that. So we were really close-knit as a team and as a school. You know, it was just amazing to see the following that we had and how excited and proud they were of what we were accomplishing. Those are probably the biggest memories.
Is it crazy to think that, you know, 2 decades later, that it still kind of resonates as one of the greatest and most memorable NCAA tournament, you know, Wally's World? Like you just hear it and instantly you think about you.
No question. And when people ask me about my career, you know, having made an all-star team and, you know, won the rookie MVP and, you know, accomplished a lot in the NBA, a lot of people will remember me for that run in college. And I love it, because playing at Miami and playing in college was some of the most fun I had playing basketball. And, you know, that just shows how special the NCAA tournament is. Every single year, the whole entire nation, the whole entire world gathers to watch, you know, college kids playing basketball. And it's just so special. And now to still be a part of it on the other side as a media member and continue to kind of enjoy the moment and enjoy the month of March has really been a lot of fun. But, you know, that those memories and those times with my teammates and my coaches are something that we almost relive yearly. You know, we had a great 20-year reunion of that run 2 years ago, and it was awesome seeing all those guys. 13 of the 15 players got together back on campus for that reunion, and it was like, you know, just the day after. So it was just a special group of people to accomplish it with, and a special time in my life, no question.
Well, listen, we appreciate you giving us some time. Wally Szczerbiak, 1999, doesn't seem that long ago. Star in the NCAA tournament will never be forgotten. So we appreciate it, Wally. Thanks.
Anytime, Jeff. Good to see you again. I can't wait to see this piece. It's exciting stuff.